Hello, welcome to Fly Girls Talk Season 2, and today I have two bosses by the name of Courtney and Jalen. Maybe introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Jalen.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
Great, welcome to Fly Girls Talk. How was you guys' day before coming to the show? Like, how did you guys prepare for the show?
Well, I was working, and then I had a break, so I got ready and came.
But I had a break. Courtney, I know Courtney got ready from the morning to now.
I was ready since yesterday.
I love that.
No, but I got up this morning, I went to church, and then I got ready.
Oh, you went to church, a woman of God. I love that.
No.
So we have Courtney, which is a personal branding advisor. And then we have Jalen. She's a serial entrepreneur and she's a model. So how is that for you guys? Like Jalen being a lash tech, like I know a lot of people feel as if a lash tech isn't a real job. How do you feel about that? Because I know girls making 7 figures doing lashes. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like that's some hating stuff to say because I got a college degree. I went to U of I. So,
what's your degree is in?
Advertising.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had a major in advertising and a minor in communication. But when I was at U of I was already doing lashes. And I was making a lot of money. And then when I came back to Chicago, I was still getting a lot of bookings, so I was like, I don't have a reason to go.
So how long was you doing lashes?
I started in 2017, so
that's a long time. So you grew your clientele from 2017 up until now.
Yeah.
So you're pretty stable.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, how did you guys meet?
High school.
High school.
I think it was like social media in high school. We have a lot of mutual friends.
Yeah, and Twitter was busting when we was in high school, so we used to always be like,
we funny, like
yeah, Twitter. I love Twitter still.
Yeah, but Twitter is like different now that we've grown. But when we were in high school, we would be up to like 3 in the morning, like roasting everybody.
Twitter
like,
is so funny.
So.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So Courtney, you're a personal branding advisor, so I think what's big in today's social media world is creating content, and that can be lifestyle content, that could just be me going to the mall. Do you feel like the content has to align with your field? Because I see that you're a personal branding advisor, but you do all types of content.
Right.
So does that matter? Like, do it matter?
Okay, so this is what I will say. Like, you don't have to only post business, and you don't only have to post business quotes and be boring. But as far as alignment, your just life should be in alignment with what you're doing, so that you're, even if you are stepping outside of your business when you're posting content, that it still makes sense. So I'm actually doing a rebrand of myself right now because I'm going into a different industry. So
you are, and I want to talk about that too.
Yeah, I get to do well, not the industry that I am in right now, like where I created this lane for myself for personal branding, but I feel like it was personal for me to do. I mean, it was important for me to do personal branding because I've been through so many different phases of my life.
As an entrepreneur,
right?
Yes.
So I had to keep changing the actual person that I was to, like you said, align with my business. So
exactly.
When I had the organic skincare line, I was a very organic girl. My nails were just manicured.
Yes, Courtney is very like bad, natural.
Girl.
I love it.
I'm like 90s video vixen. You know, like,
I'm now video vixen.
No, but when I did my skincare line, I was just really focused on wearing my real hair, not wearing makeup.
And I feel like that's what I like about you. And I feel like people don't realize that, like, you have to be a representation of your brand,
right, so
and you were that.
Like, exactly. So I always tell people, like, nobody, where there's 2 girls that are selling skincare, and the other girl got the bust down 30-inch middle part with long nails. I really don't want you playing with my skin. You know, I'm gonna go to the girl that looks really organic and stuff like that.
Yes.
And honestly, like, switching to being an organic person, because I was a bottle girl for over 10 years, so having to switch and go to being organic.
That's a big change.
We worked in the club together too.
Okay, so y'all know each other from a lot of places.
Yeah, it's okay.
So how you go from bottle girl to organic queen?
So it was a shift. It was a crazy shift because I felt like where I was having to show up every day and basically just be like a sexy bad girl all the time. I like fell in love with being a Barbie, and then I had to basically strip myself of everything, and it was hard because when you wear so much stuff all the time, like when you're without it, you kind of don't feel pretty. So I had to like regain my confidence again and like remember, like basically love myself as a natural person, and it helped me like build my confidence to where I can like get in any lane and do anything and then still just be bad, because it's just like
I love that.
the real flex is being authentic. So
And
I had to
organic,
right,
like
so
natural.
My business basically stripped me of all of those things, because like I said, being a Barbie and then doing organic skincare looks crazy. Like, it don't really mix. Which is why I don't really get wild on social media unless it's like in my close friends or stuff like that, because it just doesn't match skincare.
It doesn't match your brand
match
or
the
your
expectation.
aesthetic.
Right. So
Exactly.
and then I used to like everybody does this. I feel like you kind of like get confused and like who and what to be, because you're under the influence of, whether people want to say it or not, we're all under the influence of social media. Anything that you see,
We are. And it's okay. I think people should embrace that we all are under some type of influence. And it don't have to be bad. It can be a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, I see this girl bossed up. She just bought a house, bought a car. Like, I'm finna turn up too. And you really end up turning up.
Yeah.
Like,
We're just like what people think like a bad girl is. Like the
Yeah.
big body, the this, the that, you know,
See.
stuff like that. So
Okay, Jalen, let's talk about it. So, you're a lash tech, and that's great, but you're also, like, I think you're just so beautiful. Like, I was going through your pics, like, this girl is, like,
thanks.
gorgeous as fuck. So, you're breaking into the model industry. What made you want to get into modeling? And not only that, like, what did you go through anything in your childhood where you felt like you took it as a disadvantage? Like, were you tall growing up? Was it something that people kept picking at and you made it into an advantage now?
It's really weird because I used it to my advantage growing up because I was a tomboy. I still am kind of. So
I can hear it in your voice.
yeah, so I played basketball, lacrosse, cross country, volleyball. Like, I was doing sports, so like being tall was an advantage to me. I know I'm making the team because I'm tall. Like,
Yes.
And like all my friends were boys, so like I wasn't really into
Girly things.
Yeah, and then modeling, I like money, so That's why
money
I-
driven?
yeah.
And that's absolutely
For sure.
fine.
Yeah,
'Cause
I started modeling just because people would ask me to. Because like I said, I was a tomboy.
You-
People would just be like, "Can you do this shoot for me? Like, can you do this?" And then I was just like, "All right, well, if we're gonna keep doing this, we're gonna make some money behind it." But it was never
I
like
agree.
a dream of mine. Like, I don't
That's
even
crazy.
seek.
You got
I don't
it.
seek modeling. Like, I quit my agency because like I didn't
When I
like
see
it.
your page, I'm like, oh, this girl model for Balenciaga. Like, that's what I thought.
Oh no, I don't. Not yet, but no.
No, like, that's what I see for you, though. Like, you really unique. You have a unique body. You're tall. You're chocolate. Like, you're really pretty. Like, I could see you modeling for like a Yeezy or a Balenciaga. So you personally,
Yeezy, girl.
you don't,
I
you
did Yeezy shoes.
yes, you personally don't have any real. Do you have real aspirations to be a model? Like, if you could quit lashes and just model, is that something you would pick and choose? Like,
I think it depends. I like modeling. I don't like the modeling industry because it's very unprofessional and it's very last minute. So like a lot of
It
shoots,
is very
like,
last minute.
especially the bigger shoots I do, it's always very last minute. Like they'll tell you like a week before.
and they expect you to drop everything
Yeah,
you're doing.
it'll be like
I
a
know.
week before. I always say like sorry to people watching that model. Like I feel like if you like want to be a model and like
Your
that's
life had to
goal,
be on call.
You don't have shit going on for you. Like I feel like you don't really have shit to do because they will call you so last minute and expect you to just jump up and
It
leave
is.
and go. I just be like, that stresses me out. Like my anxiety would just go crazy with trying to like.
I was because you're a
figure.
Virgo.
Yeah, you know I'm. Very
And you're
organized.
structured.
I'm very
Yes,
organized
that's the
and
one thing
structured.
about
So, like,
Virgos.
that turns me off so bad about modeling. Like I can't like.
Have you modeled for any Chicago brands?
Yeah, I was on Stadium Goods. If you didn't
Stadium
know,
Goods?
You know Rello and Joe Fresh Goods and
Joe Fresh Good.
Target
I know
Goods.
Joe Fresh Good.
Well, Rello, he does his own thing, and he had varsity jackets, and I was outside of Stadium Goods.
Oh my God.
It was in this past summer. It was
I
really
think
cool.
you should take
was
it
super
serious.
cool.
Rather it's on call or not, like hopefully one day everything is aligned and you getting bookings ahead of time. Like I feel
See,
like that's you for
Yeah,
sure.
I feel like I want to move back to New York next fall. And I'm gonna do some business stuff out there, and I feel like modeling just gonna fall in line once I go there.
It definitely is.
'Cause I already like am in contact with this one agency, and they told me when I move back that like I could like work with them, but they have one like disclaimer like I can't be signed to a Chicago agency when I go back.
That's a lot to think about.
No,
Jalen.
that's easy.
say no. Fuck Chicago.
If you want to be a model, if you want to
It's
be
not gonna
a real
happen
model,
here. It's
Chicago, no. If you want to do high fashion modeling, no. If you want to
And
do
you,
commercial
I
modeling,
see high fashion for you.
Chicago's great for commercial modeling. You have Akira here, you have Kohl's, all that stuff in Wisconsin.
Amazing, yeah. But not Balenciaga.
Balenciaga, they're not coming to Chicago looking for
I love
nobody.
Balenciaga. Courtney, okay.
I was gonna say I feel like I didn't answer the question.
What?
When you asked, does their content have to be in alignment?
Yes, I was just about to get back to that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I see, okay, even when you had, because Courtney did have a skincare line, and I was really tapped into it, because that's how I very first heard about you. I heard about you through Kenyatta. Kenyatti.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yachty. Yachty was on the show last season, but that's how I heard about you, and she used to post you, I believe. And then I used to see your skincare stuff all on Twitter, so I'm like, okay. And then what I liked about you, like I said, like you was having your natural hair, like you had your,
Right.
it was just
Believable, right?
very believable.
Right.
But then, okay, right, you shifting to this other lane, but I still went on your page, and like I still enjoy you cooking. You said I was cooking for my boo. Did he like the food?
I want to cook for me so bad.
I'm just playing.
Girl, that food looked really good. I'm like, okay, like I like this. And then I didn't even know you're a mom.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. All the bad bitches is moms right now. I'm finna have a kid.
I love when people say that they didn't know I was a mom, because I like really encourage moms not to get consumed by just being a mom. Like have an identity out of being a mom. Like,
self-identity.
Yeah, and I feel like you have like you get guilty when you like try to be this person,
Yes.
like outside
Oh
of
my
your
God.
child, and then you get like, and then especially because we're moving different now. Like we're in our 20s, and then people
Yes.
older than us.
We
feel
still
like,
young.
20s are over here, our mom and stuff like that.
And I don't believe that.
Yeah, and my son's my twin. He's like a big part of me, and like everybody knows my son. Like he has his own fan base. Like when it comes to us and my page and stuff. But I just really believe in being an individual.
I love that. So how do you balance being a mom and then being an entrepreneur, having your own self-identity? Like, because I'm not going to lie, like when young girls, when we do have kids, it's like we think our life is over. Like it's crashing down. Like a lot of girls lose themselves, they fall off. So how did you balance in keeping yourself up and being a mom, but still having your own identity where you don't let people say, are you a mom? Why you wearing that? Why you doing that? How did you balance?
Well, to be completely transparent, so I had like to go down a list of reasons to keep my child.
Jeez, not keep my child.
No, seriously,
It's okay, 20?
Yeah, I
How
was
old are you right now?
I'm 25, so he's 5.
Okay, you're young.
Right, so I was pregnant at 19 and I had my baby at 20 because my birthday passed. But one of the reasons like that I kept him is because I was just like scrolling on IG and I was looking at all the other moms that were baddies, and I was like, oh, they do still have a life. Like
This is a lane.
right? So
Yeah.
you just really have to, I guess, decide. And I think it matters what type of life you were living before. Like some people were just boring before they had their baby, so it's not like they changed. They just are completely consumed by the child. But I was working in the club.
You already had your own identity.
Right, yeah.
And I love that.
And then I just like really made him apart, and I don't know, I feel like I had to balance, it has to be balanced because my son is autistic, so I can't go like work a job because I don't trust anybody to.
So you're a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. I love
Yeah, but
that.
I just had to create a lifestyle that fit his schedule. So
And the internet works for you.
Yeah, so I have to be able to, work from my phone, make sales from my phone. From
And
the
you
computer
doing
and
that.
stuff like that.
I love that.
I can't go like stand up somewhere. I mean, now that he's older, I can go get a job.
Do a little bit.
Right, but
Wow.
originally that's what I did. Like even when I was doing lashes, I was doing it at home, but then it became like an invasion of privacy with all them different people.
Yeah. It's
so-
coming to your house.
Yeah, so I just had to figure it out. Like, how can I make it happen from home if I have a child under these circumstances?
I love
It's
that.
just
So
not-
you was kind of under like a survival mode
I
act.
never live in survival.
You live in love.
Yeah, all the time.
I like
I'm
that.
never looking to survive. I don't know.
You just have to do what works for you and your child.
Yeah, I just do what works for me, and it's just like you got to pull and tweak on your schedule. Like I feel like a lot of people cry about their circumstances, and it's the excuse to why they were not doing certain stuff. Like a lot of my clients, before they even want to pay for a service, they're like,
They ask
oh,
a
how am
million
I gonna-"
questions.
Not even ask a million questions. They just be like, I don't want to start a business because I don't have no clout. And my
You don't even
my
need
thing
clout.
is, you don't have no clout because you're not doing shit. No, seriously, people know people
Run that
for
back.
what they do. People know.
You don't have no
People-
clout because you're not doing shit.
I feel like it's a mix of both. Because some people
I feel
really
like-
want clout and they do shit to get
I
clout
hate
and they
people
still
that
don't get
want
clout.
clout.
Like,
Like, I don't.
I think it's just in you. If
No,
people
but I feel
attract
like
to you,
you
then people
don't
just attract to
I
you.
feel that way as well.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't do attention seeking shit.
No,
And
not
people,
not
like,
even
How do you
attention seeking
feel?
shit.
But I'm
Like
saying like it's a lot of people I know who like
They
really really
want
try
it,
to get
and they
clout
still
it
don't get
work.
it.
Like
They
it
don't
just
get
don't
it.
work.
Yeah.
for
I'm
them.
not talking
Like,
about it like that. I'm talking about you know people
Putting in the
because
work
they do
ethic.
makeup. You know people because they do hair.
They put
You
in
know
the
people
work.
because they do that, and they didn't start like that. They started doing hair when nobody knew them and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
you're not doing nothing for nobody to know you. Start the business, and then people will know you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
We got to put that on the shirt.
I mean,
Start the
yeah.
business, and then people will know you.
I feel like
I like
to be
that.
honest, if I'm being completely honest, I feel
I
like,
like that.
the world just don't work like that. Like
You don't think so?
no, I feel like you can be a
Huh?
lame and you can be great at what you do, and people still won't pay no attention to you.
I agree.
Like,
I
feel like
slightly
it's
agree.
either
Like,
in you or
I
it's
feel like
not.
it
Sorry.
have to be
like,
in
I feel
you
like
or
to
it's
be an
not.
entrepreneur,
But I
it gotta
feel
be in you. You
like
can't
it's-
just, you cannot go from a corporate office job and say, I want to be an
I
entrepreneur. That shit
agree.
not in you. It's
I
not in
kind
you.
of
I'm
agree,
so
but I
sorry,
agree with
I
Courtney
don't-
too.
I don't agree with that
I
shit.
agree with both.
Motherfuckers, if they don't care about you, people not gonna care
They
about
don't
you.
give a
It's
fuck.
just that simple.
But
Like,
You gotta be
nobody
somebody
gives a fuck.
before you somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Cause like me, when I started doing lashes, people like naturally just attracted me. So I got good doing lashes because people was volunteering
Already
and booking,
fucking with
knowing
you.
I'm
Yeah.
just starting. They were still booking me. You know, if it's somebody we don't know and they start doing lashes,
It's
today,
like, oh, it's another
I'm not
person.
going to you, bro. Like I'm not. I have no incentive to go.
Right, but
get
if
my
you get on
lashes
their
done for
page
you.
and they're good as fuck, and
But you
don't-
have to get good with practice. That's
Right,
what
no,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm saying. Start the business.
Right,
Go
it's still
hard,
aligned with
and-
I feel like
the-
that shit gotta be in you or it's not. Everybody can't be an
I
entrepreneur.
agree
And
with
hate
both
when
of
people
y'all.
try to say that if you put your mind, no,
I like what
everybody
Courtney's
cannot
saying
be an
too, though.
entrepreneur. Like I feel like that's kind of offensive to like real entrepreneurs. Everybody can't do that shit. Like
No,
it's
but a
not
lot
for
of
everybody.
start the business.
You
What
can
say,
start the
Courtney?
business, definitely. I'm not saying this for everybody. I'm not trying to
I'm
say.
not starting a business because nobody knows me.
No, I'm not saying it's
Then
impossible.
we might know you.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying they probably coming to you saying that because it's definitely going to be way harder for them. Like, say if me, you, or even they just left decided they wanted to just drop anything, people gonna buy it just
Right, but
because
look,
they fuck
that's
with you.
the okay.
Like,
So that would be like the
Yes.
whole perk of coming to me. You start the business. You come to me with an idea. I fully brand your business. I teach you how to market. I teach you how to run social media, and then people are gonna say, "Oh, who is this selling these candles? Who is this doing nails? Who is this doing hair? Who is this?" Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
get
saying-
exactly what
I
you're
get
saying.
what you're saying.
I'm not
I feel
saying
like
they
it
gotta
works for
walk
some
through the
people, but I feel
club.
like it probably worked for like 5% of people. If
You
it's either
guys
you
are
got, for me
crazy.
personally, my experience and what I've seen with other people is either you got it or you don't. And it don't even have to be about clout or it don't even have to be about anything. It's just the spirit of an entrepreneur. Either you got that shit or you don't. You can't just be like, I'm tired of working this every 9 to 5 day job,
Yeah.
so I'm finna go start some shit thinking it's gonna pop off for you.
Or it's just I don't know. I feel
It
like
don't, like,
we're all,
work like that.
We're all whether people channel it or not. We're all in some sense creative. So I feel like when people come to me, it's because they have an idea. And if you have an idea, let's bring it to life. But I'm saying don't be scared to start the business.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't be scared.
That's
Don't
the
ever
purpose.
be scared to start
Yeah.
a business,
It's
but
white
don't.
businesses on Instagram with 500 followers that are $1 million businesses.
Yeah.
Nobody gives
And
a
Because
fuck.
it's-
I know
because it's about
millionaires
who you
that
know,
nobody
not-
knows.
Yeah, because it's
Like-
really about who you know. That's what I'm saying. It's just like if you work in your 9 to 5 corporate job and you go home every day and you in the house chilling and shit, like
It's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen. Like it's
I'm
not gonna
definitely,
happen, bro.
but
It's not
I ain't gonna lie.
realistic.
Like I'm in a phase, like I'm working my 9 to 5, and then I go home. But I did
But
have
you
a lot
have a
going
social
on
media
before the
presence.
9
That's
to
what
5.
I'm saying,
So I built
yeah.
my presence first, then I start.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like you can't be a homebody saying you want to be an
You
entrepreneur.
can't.
That don't even make
It
sense.
doesn't feel
That don't
comfortable,
make
and I
sense to
know,
me,
like, I'm trying to switch over to homebody, and it's just like I be uncomfortable. Like, I really work my job and go home. Like, what the fuck
Like,
is this life? People really, no offense, like, and that's everything fits certain people, but
Mm-hmm.
it's uncomfortable to somebody that's used to like doing their own thing.
If you are an entrepreneur, you have to be a social person. Like you
Yeah.
cannot be like I be to myself, like I'm a homebody, and then you want people to support your business. If they don't know you, they're not going to support you. If you don't support other people and go out and go to their
If
events,
you don't
they're not
support
gonna
other
support
people.
you. Like, 'cause people be killing me with that. And people who
They
like,
don't even
and then
support people.
And you see, y'all seen that tweet? It's like you'll see a bitch never outside. She used to want to start a business. Now she everywhere. Hey boo. Like,
Hey,
no,
boo.
you gotta.
You should have
be
been
out.
outside, boo.
You gotta be out if you want to make some money. Like.
Okay, Jalen, so I have a question for you because, you know, I was looking at your Instagram. Okay, this girl be out the country. So, What made you start going out the country, and do you feel like everyone should experience going to other places and getting outside of their hometown? Like, what have you learned from going to these different places?
For sure. So I started traveling because my parents, like, since I was a baby, we always traveled. Like,
so it's in you.
Yeah,
You've been doing
my first time out the country is probably like 4 or 5, like Bahamas. Like my parents, we do this. Like my family, that's just something my mom does. Like every year we go to Christmas, to Florida for Christmas type shit. But out the country, I think everybody absolutely needs to go because it'll expand your mind a lot.
Yes,
you will see a lot of different type of people. It'll learn how to tolerate other people. You will learn different cultures. You will appreciate other cultures. You'll learn more about yourself. You'll learn more about things you like, things you don't like, different foods. Like expand your palate. Change your taste up. Like I feel like going out the country, everybody needs to do it, seriously. Like especially while you're young and you can. Like I have a thing, Courtney know I'm doing this right now. I'm doing one trip every month for like
I love
2 years straight. I started last May, so I'm doing that. And like I got this thing now where like every month of the summer I gotta go to Europe because I hate it when it's cold and it's really nice and it's
oh my
really
God,
pretty.
I love that. It's nothing better than being
Summer in Europe, I was in the winter.
Yes,
like,
being well-rounded. Like you've been there, you learn from other cultures, other
and you
places.
expand your network. Like you meet people from different places. You never know who somebody knows, so you gotta get in the mix, basically.
Yes. I love that. I'm so ready to go out the country.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go alone. So do you go in groups or?
My auntie does solo traveling.
I want to do a solo trip.
I want to because I feel like that's good for our soul. Like to go somewhere different scenery, you alone and you just seeing. But then another part of me, like, I wish I had somebody to experience this with. Like we see this together. Like we have, like I got the memory, with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't go out the country by myself yet. Overseas, they like to play with you. They will really try to play stupid with you and be knowing exactly what's going on. And so I just wouldn't feel safe going by myself. I do want to do a solo trip though. I've never done it. I want to do somewhere in the United States. Like only time I can go somewhere solo and be fine is like if I'm going to New York because I have friends there. But like other than that, I don't go nowhere by myself. My cousins usually go. I have a cousin that like loves traveling.
So searching.
Yeah.
That's what I get from going out of town.
Eat, pray, love.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Courtney, I see in your bio, it says branding advisor and then it also says mentor. So when I hear the word mentor, I think of someone that can guide me a little bit and someone that knows how to find their peace and found their peace. So how did you find your peace, and then how do you suggest women to heal, or how do you do your healing and you suggest that to others?
I feel like it's peace before purpose. So you have to be at a certain place within yourself to be able to even know like what are you supposed to be out here doing. And I feel like you just have to really do like a history check or like diagnostic on yourself and like go all the way back to that inner child and see like
I'm learning that.
dreaming there, because a child's imagination is limitless. They're not like stunted by reality. So it's like, I don't have to worry about bills. I don't have to worry about knowing people. When you ask a child what they want to do, it's
something outrageous.
It has no whatever. So I remember I went into a hair shop and I spoke to some women and I asked them, I was like, so what was your dream as a child? And she was like, shit, to be doing hair. And I'm like, no. When you wanted to do hair as a kid, how did you want to be doing it? And she was like, in my own shop for celebrities and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what's the problem? Like, why did you get limited? Like, why did you get in that box? And it's just really adulting that, like, starts, like,
it changes.
Hope, like, along the way. So, I don't know. I just had to go back and then get in routine, like, with stuff that helps you, like, practice peace, like praying, meditating, journaling, so that I could, like, release my
So you meditate? You attempted meditating?
Yeah.
So how do you...
I meditate every day.
I've been trying, like, now that I read.
Don't bring him up.
TD Jakes.
We gonna get into that, whatever that is.
She love the Lord, y'all.
She love the Lord.
This is a saint.
Yes, like,
I said a saint.
so I've been trying to find my own peace. Like, I've been trying to take at least 10 minutes out of my day to meditate. How do you meditate? Like, do you go outside? I feel like meditating could be anything. Like, you can be walking, but you walking by yourself, you got a clear mind. Like, what do you think? That's not meditating. What's meditating to you?
I feel like meditating is when you sit you lay down on your back and your spine is in alignment, or you sit up straight. I can't really sit up that straight, like my posture's not that good, but so I lay on my back to make sure that is.
And you just clear mind.
Yeah, if I'm not thick as fuck that day and it's stuff.
Same girl.
Exactly, but I lay on my back. And sometimes I meditate just because that's what's on my to-do list, and then sometimes I meditate on things so that I can like I've meditated on love before. And
I need to do that.
when I've done it, so I was practicing my breathing, but I started thinking about what
was meditating on love.
Right, so you basically choose
I
a
want to try it.
subject- You choose a subject to meditate on, and then when you start breathing in and out, your thoughts are whatever the subject is, like basically full throttle. So when I meditated on love, I was like, what kind of love do I desire? And it was just like millions of flowers in my house, and it was like
so
the man,
beautiful.
like, interrupting me while I'm working and giving me this, and then like like coming to give you in the trunk is like with a whole bunch of just everything.
Okay, so yes.
So
Oh
like
my
your
God,
idea, like what do you
your
want out
idea.
of love, basically?
I feel like meditating is also like praying on something.
yeah,
Because that's what I get from
Oh,
it.
you do? That's probably really good.
That's like good for mental health. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to do therapy, and then my therapist was terrible. So
So you can like meditate on your business. Like I meditated on. So when I meditate on business, I meditate on my $1 million moment. So I meditate on what it feels like for the ball to drop, and it's like
Your $1
just
million
just,
moment. I like that.
When Moon Cosmetics did, she did it in 7 minutes. So I'm like trying to meditate on the experience of me making $1 million
And preparing
in a
yourself for
a
that.
couple of minutes, and then I practice the emotions. And you can meditate. I don't know. I feel like you can write down everything that you want to happen for you, and on the other side, write down the emotions that are connected to that. And once you start feeling those things, reality, like the universe doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So if you act like that, like a lot of people think I'm.
And I learned that, oh my God. You said they think I'm delusional.
No, for real, I'm being serious. Like a lot of people think that.
Because you believe it's yours before it's yours.
Yeah, so I already act like that no matter what I'm going through or no matter what's going on. So people are like, oh, you have X, Y, and Z, but you still act like you're perfect and stuff like that. Like, no, I don't act like I'm perfect. I'm in preparation. So I act like those things have already happened because
You
like I
passed
said,
that.
the universe doesn't know the difference between imagination. It doesn't know the difference between pretend and fake. So if you act like that person all the time, those experiences like just gravitate to you because those experiences are already of the other person.
I don't
So-
have nothing to say. Everything is true.
yeah.
Do you manifest, Jalen, or do you pray on things to happen? I just can't believe like you don't like you might see modeling for you, but you say like it's like whatever, but like I'll see
But
that for
Jalen's
you.
like so funny to me because I feel like I'm like that, but then it's like she's like a realist, so she's very.
Yeah, I'm very-
She's
I'm
transparent.
very
She's
like, if I want something, I'm gonna manifest it true, but then I'm gonna go
Be
make my
realistic.
plan on how I'm gonna get to that. Like I'm
Exactly.
very like,
So do you feel like manifestation, like let's say I'm not doing anything to make my dreams come true, but I'm just
No.
praying
No,
on it.
no,
It'll
you
never
actually-
happen.
It's crazy. That's why I
manifestation.
fucked up for the past 6 years. Like,
No.
but I was taught the method wrong. So I was taught to write things out. I was taught to.
yeah,
pray.
I
was
write
taught
things
to,
out, but I feel
No,
like
no.
when
Gotta-
I'm writing things out, you also need to write deadlines and steps
Yeah,
to get
you
to
do.
that. Like
Yeah.
when I need
And
to do
take the
something,
steps.
I'm gonna write down what I want to do, what all the things I need, the budget, and I make deadlines so
gonna
I
make
get
it
it
happen.
done
Right, so
on
I
time.
was-
I'm big on that. I'm
thought it
not.
was
I'm
I
a
don't.
Virgo. It has to be planned to the T, or I'm
It's not gonna happen.
That's
I-
anything
yeah.
last minute or anything that throw me off. I'm throwing it away. I'm not.
Right. So
even
I thought
gonna-
it was like magic, like, because when
No.
people are spiritual, they try to make it seem like it's some
So
magical
magical.
realm
It's
that we're in.
God.
So I thought you were supposed to just write it out and then do whatever. So like, basically, recently what I've changed is writing it out and then executing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta.
Give
put some
yourself
footwork
deadlines.
in.
That's the most
Yeah,
important part.
But really, just putting the footwork in with the dream.
With the
like,
dream.
Yeah.
Like
You-
I just saw somebody.
That works for me.
Yeah, somebody was just saying like, that's crazy. You would pray for a man and not go outside.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like you're starting a business,
See, I
but
manifest.
you want to be a homebody.
That's so funny
Where
because
does that add up?
I manifest everything and I do the work behind it. But far as my love life, like I be like, like we all pray we meet, that person. But I dead ass
Like-
don't go outside. Maybe I'll meet him in a grocery store.
No.
Like it needs to be something a part of my regular life.
I feel like if the type of man you want, meet him in that setting. Like
That's what I'm
you want a
saying.
nigga with some money, go to where the niggas with the money at. Why are you at like?
The library.
Then you say, oh, I want love, and then your social media, you got one picture up. You don't post anything. You want to be mysterious and shit, but you want somebody to come find you. Like be realistic. Where the
we
fuck
gonna
is he
talk
to
about
find
that.
you?
Matter of fact, let's talk about
Where he
it.
gonna find you, sis?
What's your love life like, Courtney? Cause I be seeing cute things, then you know you just never know with the girls.
I be confusing, right?
I think it's okay, and it's okay to be confused, cause it don't be our fault.
No,
It's just be them.
It be y'all fault too.
No.
What's the status? I feel like you're a mom, you got a good head on your shoulder, you're spiritual. I feel like you're very in tune with who you are. So I feel like whoever you do deal with, like they need to be in tune with who they are. So like,
I don't deal with nobody.
It's clear, Courtney, don't deal.
Yeah, I was in a long-term relationship with somebody that I was best friends with since the 8th grade. And I feel like the reason that we were together was to learn a lot of things, but like, because I always be like, damn, why my best friend though, you know? But it's just because like we was able to still walk away with love. Like I still love him. Like, you know, like that's still my dog. And I know, see, you don't have.
You're a good woman.
I mean that, but like
because I have a question.
Friends since the 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's deeper than the surface, like.
Yeah, but if it was somebody else, like I would probably walk away bitter and hating them. But I feel like shake hands, like, it's good. Like it's good.
Do you feel like you match your soulmate?
No.
Jalen, you feel like you came across somebody that's like your soulmate and you don't know they're in disguise? She's so cute. She's smiling.
I'm dead now.
Well, I just love it.
I came across a potential husband.
Oh,
me too, though.
I had a potential husband.
But
Jalen was there when I met mine.
girl, about it was his Friday.
Oh,
Nah, I'm single, y'all.
Jalen's single.
I'm single.
She's a model.
Yeah, come get me. But
Jalen.
what?
Give me his grace.
Come get me, King.
That is crazy.
But I still talk to my ex. Like we good. Like I still marry him. You know. Yeah.
Okay, that was the strongest line I heard on my show. I still
If
marry
he
him.
get it together, like he know that. Like
I feel like we all feel like that about
But if
somebody.
not,
like
I'm
if
not.
if dude, like I feel like that too. Like if things go right with that person, we'll be just perfect.
It's so crazy because I'm writing a book right now called The Breakup Guide.
That's amazing.
And
talk about it. What's up with the breakup guy?
girl,
What? No.
go.
But I feel like it's
3 months strong before you drop the book.
right. So when I told Naja,
Oh, you want to break up?
No, look. So when I told Naja that I had been sitting on the title for 2 years, she said, "So why haven't you wrote it?" And I said, "Because I never left." And she was like, "That's called imposter syndrome. You don't have to leave."
You can write about it while you're going through it.
Right. So the breakup guide is not even just about men. It's just about breaking up with everything because
With your mom, with
Yeah,
your
with
dad,
yourself.
relationships.
I mean, just like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like breaking up with your old self. And I feel like
I like
the
that.
first chapter is all this girl needs in a life of sin is her single time. When you're in your 20s, you need to be single. You need to live by yourself. You need to.
I want to
travel with
get
your
married
friends. You
right
need
now.
Same.
Right
I feel
now.
like it's a limit to that. Yeah, I feel like I'm 25 now. That's what I said.
I feel like even if you're single
might
for
have
like 6 months to a year, like you just need, and it's not even single to date or single to fuck around. I mean like single and sacred. You know what I'm saying? Like don't have sex, don't be texting everybody, don't just be really intentional with your single time.
Yes,
Like
I
what
agree.
are you doing in it? You know what I'm saying? Like practice being pure in your single time. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I
it's
like that. I
Yeah,
like that
and that's
because
what
it's
I'm saying,
people
like-
that's single but they having sex with 2 people. Like
Yeah,
that's
I feel
not
like that's a
single.
single
You're
life.
not pure. You're not identifying.
Yeah, no, you are single.
I feel like you are
You're
single,
single, but
you're
you're not pure.
Right,
You
so that's what I'm
single,
saying. Like, you can be single and you can be that person. Because, like I said, it's a judge-free zone. So if you fucking off and you having your way, then do that. But you
I-
also need single time where you're doing
Figure
purity
yourself
and
out.
doing like that work on yourself to see like what's really going on with me and stuff like that.
You
Or,
find
like,
out what you
Exactly.
really like.
And I feel like I go, me personally, like I go through my pure moments, but then I'll be like, damn, like I'm too to myself. Like I want some company or like, have you ever felt that way? Like
Yeah,
you don't have that many friends. You don't contact that many people. You really in your own globe.
So a lot of people don't know that isolation is actually not healthy.
It's not.
Isolation is not healthy because
You'll make a great therapist.
that's why I'm into it because I'm not going to school and I'm not getting no certifications. But I hate to get churchy, but isolation is a trick of the enemy.
I
it's
agree.
to make you feel like you're alone. It's to get you alone and sedated and you and your thoughts, and it's really hard to lose. It's really easy to lose that battle because what's going on in your head is like not what's going on in the flesh and in the real world. So if you lose that battle, that's why people are committing suicide. That's why people overdose on drugs. I was smoking weed from the morning to the nighttime, and I was only waking up to smoke again so that I could go back to sleep and like.
Jesus, you came a long way.
Yeah, and I just didn't want to be like present, like it was just so much going on and I didn't want to face it, and it was really hard like having to slow up and sober up. But yeah, those thoughts are like really kill you, and you got to get from up under those or you will be dead. Like
yeah.
Oh, Courtney just got real deep on here.
I think you should definitely have your single time, but I think you should also have your dating time.
Like, no, yeah.
I'm just over
single
it.
time is definitely important, but I think dating time is also important.
I think I have too much single time. Like
I just got out my single Uber, and I'm getting in the next Uber, and that Uber is
a dating Uber.
It's going down.
Because,
girl, get up off my show.
You gotta like date around and see what you like and what you don't like, so you can know when you.
But when is enough is enough. Like I don't want to date.
You just gonna know. Like when you click with somebody, you like, okay, your lifestyle match with my lifestyle.
What if you clicked with a lot of people?
So in a single time, no. You're not even click with a lot of people because when you in your single time, I always tell people when you in your single time.
I think
you get sure of your
should
yeses
date.
and your nos, and I feel like people get with the wrong people because they don't have yeses and nos. Like. So you don't have no boundaries. You don't have like what's okay and what's not okay. So then when you get with a man and he starts like doing stuff to you and you start forgiving him for those things, it's because you weren't sure of your yeses and your nos. So you're like, mate, I guess we could work this out. Or like when people start doing stuff to you, or even men, like I don't want to make it seem like we just the victim, but like women are like some women get in relationships and they're very like masculine, and when there's too much masculinity by default, the man is going to start being feminine, and some women are very transactional, so they get in relationships for certain reasons and certain intentions. So if a man or a woman is not sure of their yeses and nos, that's how they start ignoring the red flags, because you don't know what's a yes and what's a no. So when you start dating, so now I can date, you know what I'm saying? Because if a nigga do something and
but I feel like you find out through dating though. I feel like through dating is what I find out what I like and what I don't like. If I go on a date with this nigga and he do something and like that completely turn me off, like okay, stay away from that.
Yeah,
like because
like
you don't know what turns you off.
But you can know your yeses and no.
I feel like you have to experience it to know what you don't like. How you can't just be like I don't like this and you never even experienced it, or you can't say I like this type of nigga and you get that type of nigga and you actually don't like that type of nigga. You like the idea of that person, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
I feel
true.
like the only way to know what you like and don't like is actually
of somebody.
I feel like I meant
finding
like
out
on
what you
a
like
respect level. I feel like the girls who are just like so vulnerable and insecure and stuff like that, so they don't know their boundaries yet.
No, I'm talking about like if you're trying to find, if you say at the end of the day you want to get married, I feel like you should have a period where you date. I'm not, and dating means dating. Like
it don't have to mean sex.
No, I'm talking about these girls these days. Going to a nigga house to smoke is not dating. Like why y'all let niggas for the first time link at the crib? Like that don't even make sense.
And I've been trying to tell them, wait, let's just pause real quick, like, because when a guy would come across me, and it's like our first time linking, he'll suggest like come over, drink, but then it's like they'll make you feel bad when you like no, like where are we going? What's up? Like I feel like if a man really fuck with you, like he's gonna take you out. Like and then you got guys that's like
it's not about fucking with you. I feel like it's about the man. Who is he? It's not if he really fuck with you. Like
it's him.
Some niggas
that too.
No, I think it's both.
That too. I want to talk about that
too. I've dated niggas that like the same nigga as somebody I know, and they've had a completely different experience. I feel like niggas know how you treat yourself.
But I don't think it's that either.
If they know they can get away with giving you McDonald's. They gonna give
but I disagree. You could be a bitch that eats steak, but if he the type of nigga, let's say he got followers, let's say he hood famous, whatever, street famous, he might. He just okay, you're right, but I'm just saying, like, but let's say he come make you right. Let's say he come make you right, but we is in Chicago, like, guys do be having their little enemies, and he's just like, no, babe, like, how about you just come over here?
No, if you telling me you got,
I don't like it.
I'm not linking with you.
I'm not linking with you either. But I'm just saying, like, it don't always. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, it don't always start with the woman. It can be them. Like,
yeah,
this
but I feel like
is
that's a type of woman. I'm talking about a adult, mature woman. You have no business going around with a nigga with ops. That's ill. Like if you tell me we can't go to so and so, I'm never talking.
What? Never talk because I'm a grown woman and I had to tell somebody that. like We're grown.
If you tell me to link at your crib for the first link, not talking to you no more.
Block.
Any nigga watching this will tell you, no nigga has ever. I'm not linking with you at your crib for the first time. It's not happening. Like blocked. Do I?
What you
like
doing,
that
Courtney?
time?
You gonna block?
No.
I piss niggas off because I don't even have tents.
You don't have tents.
If tits is a
Because ain't
requirement to
nobody
get in my
looking
car,
for you.
I
You
don't need
a
to fuck
woman
with
of
you
God.
anyway. Like,
You
don't need to be
sacred.
fucking with nobody that
You a
tent is
sacred
requirement.
woman.
It's not a requirement.
But who want to live their life in fear?
Like, I'm not doing that.
We're grown. I want to travel and stuff like
I
that.
want to do shit like
If I gotta be scared because we
I always ask a
outside,
nigga, like,
that's not cute.
Hey,
We could be friends. I have a lot of hood nigga friends. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. But like, for you to be my man, no, I'm not.
What you
interested
think,
in
Courtney?
I just feel like women with dreams don't need to, you know what I'm saying? And they say like women who are successful like men who are a lot of work. So, I don't know, free yourself of that, like.
I don't. I like my men.
Message
I like niggas that I feel are rawer than me. If I don't feel like you rawer than me, I'm not interested. I need you to put me onto shit.
Family.
Yeah, my
I
parents
do
got married
too,
at
but
18.
it's like that don't
But
matter.
I feel like if you can't put me onto something, I'm not interested. If you can't teach me anything, I'm not interested. I usually date men older than me. I don't like
Me
people
too.
my age. Like,
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Courtney, do you date older? Cause you young.
ask about Friday.
What happened Friday?
So Friday, so my ex is the same age as me, like I said, 'cause we grew up together.
8th grade couple.
And nah,
Nah.
we just was 8th grade friends. But he was the same age as me, and it was an experience. It was like I said, I'm a woman and I'm a mom, so I kind of was like probably hovering over him most of the time. But one thing that I will say was that he was always really accepting to what I wanted to teach and like learn and stuff like that. He was willing to learn from me. Like he never was on the like get off my dick, you know. Like he was. So that was.
I
easy.
like that.
But older, I don't know. I feel like yeah. So we went to Soho House on Friday, and that's why she said like if you looking for a certain type of man, you have to go where that certain
type of place.
Yeah, you have to go where they be at. And
Yep.
if y'all looking, the niggas be at Soho.
I've been to Soho, but I went on a dry night.
But yeah, we went to Soho, and
Tell me y'all looking.
it's so funny because I'm like, I got like the inner ratchet. So when everybody was just like chilling and being social and stuff like that, I'm looking around like this bitch.
It's dry as hell.
Yeah, but
I like it like that though.
Yeah, but it was.
But
cool.
that's
It ended up
cute.
being cool, though. Like I
Yeah.
readjusted in a couple minutes, but we was sitting down and we was actually about to go, and it's like timing is crazy because we was about to go, and she was finishing up her food, and I seen a nigga from across the room, and I squinted my eyes. I'm like, is that a Richard Millie?
Yeah.
Bye,
I
G.
looked at my friend next to me. I said, Courtney finna go get her. She was like, she was like,
Is that
there
a
he go right there. She was like,
Millie?
yeah. And I said,
So
she
I was
gone,
waiting-
she gone.
No, I was waiting on him to make eye contact, because then after eye contact,
I think guys don't realize that like when we want you, we gonna like kind of look at you,
Right,
and we
so I
gonna
was
really
just-
look at you, like.
Right, so then I seen him go by the elevator, and I
What you do?
Jalen,
You pee.
I'm like
Yeah.
Jalen. I'm like, hey, should I go hop on the elevator? She like, yeah. So
I was like,
I
shit.
got up, put my big girl pants on, and I pressed the elevator so that I could re-get his attention because it was already pressed and he was in his
I love
phone.
it.
So I
They don't know.
pressed down, and then I stepped back, and then he let me get on the elevator, and then he started asking me a little questions, and
I swear
And it's
I don't
crazy
think guys know, like, we so intentional with how we want to get you. Like, we gon' like, if I see you across
Like,
the
I
room,
really
I'm gonna go over there and probably give me a drink while you over there,
he
like.
probably thought he was hopping down, but I set the whole thing up because.
Right, exactly.
Because then my
We do
friend on the
that.
phone was like, so where was you getting on the elevator to go?
Nowhere.
With him.
Then you came back up probably and
We
like.
was eating. I saw my other friend. I said, I'm gonna get her a couple minutes. I said, she was like, what's she doing?
I
said,
swear,
"She
like,
just-"
all of us are like that.
She
Like.
texted me, she like,
You still talking? Are you good?
I swear, like, I've been in situations where I've done, like, I purposely go somewhere or do something just to be in that spot.
But he's older though, and it's just like my first experience with a grown man. But I feel like when we was first talking, he kind of like looked and he was like, "You're really soft and sweet. Are you really like this?" And
Yes, baby.
I'm like 50% that and then 50% insane. But in that moment, I kind of was able to be like, maybe he might make me feminine, you know? Or like, not even, just balance my feminine with my masculine even more because he's older and...
Richard Millie. Richard Millie.
That's why I like older men. I fake like to get a little girl. Like,
Oh, you do?
I want you to little girl me. Like,
Yeah, like
I
put
wanna
me
be
on
like,
that some
oh,
shit.
this is cool. Like, yeah, I want you to put me on.
Make me
some
feel like,
shit.
damn, I ain't know about this. Or I
Yeah.
ain't know that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
I don't want to
a
be
nigga
nobody.
baby.
a nigga baby.
Yeah, of course.
I love that. Jalen, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, so 25. I'm 23. We babies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You 23?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, boo.
Tell me,
Hey,
okay,
boo.
boo.
You outside.
I'm outside. But, yes.
So do you like older men?
love them.
You
Yeah.
do?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that's so crazy, y'all. This is my first time, and I'm like low-key scared. Like, and then
I don't know, maybe
older men
I'm
shit,
like-
No, I like older men too because they don't be thirsty to pressure you to do stuff. Like, I don't need
Yeah,
to be
some of them
I
are
don't need
weird.
to talk to you all the time. Like, you're not pressed for me to talk to you all the time. You're not pressed for sex. Like, you're not, bro. A nigga fully furnished my house and has never seen me naked. Fuck me, none of that shit. Like, they
And
don't
that's what
care.
make you want
Because they
to.
don't see it as tricking off.
It's like,
taking
it's
care
a
of-
woman,
Yeah,
like-
like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
If I got it, then like, what?
Yeah, I like that.
It's
I
not
like
that
that.
deep. Like,
So do y'all date other races?
Um, I talk to other races, but I haven't like really dated them for real. I just realized they cool. Like they cool.
I was talking to
just
a white
not
boy, and he was a financial like something, and I started asking him questions.
No.
I think it was too many questions because he blocked me.
Turned them off.
But,
I went to,
and I don't know. I feel like the white people, they be quick to fuck, right?
no,
They be horny
I went
as
to
fuck.
a white high school, like all white high
Oh,
school.
you did go to
I went to
Fenwick?
That's
Fenwick,
amazing.
and that made me never want to date a white boy. Like,
Hey, and there was a white
they
boy
was
that
like
part.
not sanitary, like,
They is a little dirty.
and then it's just like
They do like
also.
sex.
Oh my god, this show is not to
See, in high school,
bash you guys.
they was so backwards when I was in high school. They did not have sex, but they like sucked hella dick. Like they did, you know, like
White
because me
people
and my
are-
boyfriend, I had a black boyfriend. He went to the public school, and me and him was having sex because like we was together for a long time. And they would be like, "You're having sex?" I was like, "No," and I'm
Right,
like,
and
"Bitch,
then
you
they
just sucked dick at the party last
I feel
weekend."
like that's
And
weird.
They
I feel like
real
that's worse.
oral.
that's what I say. I think
that's worse, 'cause
That's
you're
more
putting your
personal.
mouth
That's
on
more
there.
personal, but they don't see nothing wrong with that. But like sex, they take more serious for some reason. It's very backwards.
Wow. So what do you ladies have coming up? What's upcoming? What can I expect from you guys when I go on your Instagram?
I just graduated from real estate school, y'all. So come
Oh,
get some.
so we
houses.
got a model. We got okay. Can y'all? Yeah, we got a drink.
come get
Cheers.
y'all cribs. Yeah. So I'm doing real estate, lashes, modeling.
You got a lot going on. Serial, for real. Serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, you know, she first started selling hair.
Bundles, yeah.
Like, we was so young.
Yeah, I started when I sold bundles in college.
And that's when I do agree with you when
One
you
thing
say it
that-
got to be in you.
Yeah, it gotta be in you. Like
But I
I
feel
started.
like one thing that I
years ago.
admire about Jalen is that, cause me, like, I feel like my favorite hair one is I just jumped up in the trap, but I had that bitch twerking though. I always go in and I go full throttle and see me. Like my dad compares me to a gambler, and he said like the
Take
worst
your
thing that can
chance.
happen to a gambler is to win big the first time, and that's me because I have way too many viral moments my first day in business. So when it takes hard work, I get discouraged.
I didn't try that hard the first time.
Like Jalen, like she weighs it out. Like she puts
Gradually.
You know what I'm saying? Like when she was first doing lashes, she was taking like 3-4 hours, and she didn't give a fuck. But now she's like
Queen.
really good, and she's one of the only lash artists that still isolate. Like the girls are doing lashes.
Yeah, they
like
do
the,
straight clusters.
Like the nail shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Wow.
so she's been doing it for a long time, and I remember I couldn't get my lashes done by her while I was pregnant because I couldn't lay on my back. Remember I was telling you, I was like, no, you take too long and stuff like that. But she always stays like true to what she does, and she goes through the whole process. Like she's not thirsty for instant gratification. Like she's really willing to put in the work and then like get the.
And I
results.
like that. And
Thanks,
that's,
friend.
yeah. Aw, I like that. I agree because, you know, when you put in the work and then you get that big moment, you're appreciative and you know how to get that big moment
Right,
again.
so, like,
and then I
Me,
see
like,
what you're
my
saying.
favorites
It
kinda
just
spoiled.
happened.
Like it always just happens like overnight. So then when stuff don't happen overnight,
You
I
be
be like, am I tweaking or I
discouraged.
hurry up and switch?
And you ready to
When
give
I
out,
switch
but you don't
things,
have to.
yeah. But I feel like now with being a branding and marketing strategist, it takes a lot of social proof and proof that I can even help somebody flip their brand. So I'm having to consistently post content and stuff like that, and I have
Right.
to post content without getting a sale. When I was doing skincare, or when I was doing lashes, or I was doing anything, I was posting and making a sale. You know, like if I post,
It
my-
happened
I get a
right
booking.
then
If I
and there.
post my
So
product,
I got a
get sale.
question. What do your 30-day content special consist of? Because I was looking on your site and I'm like, okay.
So we plan 30 days of content out so that you don't have to figure out what you're posting for the day, or figure out what you're posting for, because I feel like people are not lazy or people are not on shit, they just don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what to do, then you're not doing anything. So when you do the 30 days of content, we plan out 30 days of content, and it's not like, oh, do this TikTok on this day, do this voiceover on this day. It's more like you're gonna post social proof on this day, you post results on this day, you post behind the scenes on this day, you get personal on this day, you post a selfie on this day so that, you know, we can create personal awareness. You post a joke or a meme on this way to do, so you can get engagement and stuff like that. So we go through the timeline, we go over 30 days, and my favorite thing I love doing re-rocking client, because not to be an asshole, but consumers are kind of dumb. They don't have the same minds as entrepreneurs, so it's been so many times where I've reposted the same content and got way more engagements or made the sale again. And I feel like people are scared to reuse their content, but if you're running out of content and you run out of time,
just reuse it.
Right, and then I do captions, so it's 30 days of content and captions. So we plan the 30 days. I give you basically the formula to making a viral post, which I've done repeatedly. And then I do how to drive sales through captions. So my favorite thing to tell people is that, because people be like, oh, when I be gossiping or when I be telling my business, y'all be,
tapped in,
but when I post my business, y'all don't say shit.
Use that to your business.
I didn't get on social media to fucking support your business today, sorry.
Right.
So is your business some tea? Are you talking about some shit? Is the work there? You know what I'm saying? So when I did my, when I was selling my skincare products, I had sent some body butter to India. And my caption was, the girl said they never going back to lotion. Okay, so that's the first line. The second line is the description of the product. The second line is a
structured.
And then the third line is the call to action. Because what people do is they look at that first line to see are they being entertained, and then they go look at the content. If the content is good, then they're going to go back to the second line. And the second line should be giving them information on what the product is, and then they go back to the third, to the content to check again, like, do I really want this? And then they go back to the third line, which should be the call to action where they could get it from. So we go through that and we structure the captions for you guys, so that you're getting the sales. Like I said, nobody wants to say like, hey, support my black-owned business, I have skincare and stuff like that. Like, that's honestly a cry out for help, and it's getting pretty weak to me, the whole black-owned small business
stuff,
I hate it.
Like, try something else.
And I feel like you're kind of forcing it to stay within your community, and you want to switch it up.
You want to
have a diverse audience, you know what I'm saying, so that you can make some sales and not be dependent on just your friends and your family who's not supporting you. Because like I said, nobody cares about that. We're really on social media to get it cracking, like see who looks good, see what the celebrities are talking about. So how are you going to manipulate your way into the timeline so that when people are scrolling, they stop scrolling for you? Because that's basically what we're trying to do. We're trying to get them to stop scrolling for you and not keep scrolling, because like I said, nobody gives a fuck about your business.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
sorry.
we don't give a
Try
fuck.
hard.
If we don't know you and you're not interested,
and you're not somebody already, as Jalen said.
That's not even. I mean, it's like, if you don't go talk to people, you could be a nobody, but you show up at this event and you talking to everybody. Now people know you.
Exactly.
That's what you do. You gotta network. You can't have a business without networking. Like, that just don't make sense.
Right,
even if you're not going to like the most busting places, in like you said, it's people with 500 followers that has $1 million business because who they know. Like, who they know, not what they know. But if you're in the crib, you're not gonna know nobody. So
or like, I don't know if you guys ever seen like people like whipping body butter and stuff. And it's not that we care about the content, but it's satisfying to watch. You know? So
it's about what's fulfilling to the eye.
Like, you gotta get into like customer psychology. So if somebody's like laying back on their couch and they
scrolling,
at what time are they scrolling? Are they scrolling at 7 p.m. doing this? They're not doing that at 9 a.m. You know, or if they're on a job, they're not doing it. People are scrolling and relaxed at nighttime. So your nighttime content should be something that's satisfying or aesthetically pleasing, so that people can click the page and be like, damn, this shit raw, you know?
Right. Okay, ladies. Well, what is you guys' Instagram, so everyone on FlyGirlsTalk can follow you, get the branding, get your lashes done, book for the modeling, get you a mentor, get you a house.
Yeah, and we got to lane switch right quick.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a secret, but
okay. So wait, y'all got some going together?
No, it's her.
No, it's
okay.
She doing real estate, but I'm moving on to a business that's in high-end fashion. So.
Ooh, okay. Look, and we gonna be following the sea. I'm tapped in now.
Some black girls in the building,
yes.
So we about to
Check
Fly Girl pop up and Fly Girl dip.
Okay.
Some flavor to the Italians.
So make sure you guys follow these two lovely ladies and subscribe to FlyGirlsTalk. Where can we find you at? What's your
I'm on
name?
Instagram, and it is Courtney P. Martin with 2 N's.
And I'm at _ JLulu, JAYLULU.
Period. Now make sure you guys tap into them and support these beautiful ladies.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Subscribe.